back. Today we're going to go over this used finish mower that I had purchased. So let me give you a walk around. We'll give you a closer look here. This is a Land Pride 72-inch finish mower. The model number is AT2572. The AT stands for air tunnel. 25, I have no idea. I'm going to guess that it's the gearbox is rated for 25 horsepower tractor and above. And the 72 is the 72-inch deck. The air tunnel is created by this large tunnel here on the top of the deck, which lifts the grass up while you're mowing and then goes down this chute and out the side of the deck. Some other finish mowers have it going out the back, but this one goes out the side. And I'm going to try to get underneath here real quick and show you underneath this thing. I'm very pleased with the way it looks under here. Not a lot of dents and dings. Just very, very clean for the age of the mower. Whoever had it took really good care of it. Nice and straight for the most part. Couple little dents and dings, but like I said, for the most part, it looks like it's in really good shape. Alright, so now I'm going to try to get out from underneath it again. And we'll show you the top of the deck here. So let me lower it down, make it a little easier. Alright, so some of the things that you have to consider when buying a used piece of equipment like this is you never know what you're going to get. I bought this off of a neighbor for $300. It did not have a belt on it, so I wasn't sure if it even ran. He said it ran, took his word for it, but I was not sure, so it was a gamble. I got it home, found a belt that would work on it, and hooked it up, and it does run. It runs very well. So I got lucky there. Some of the things that you're going to want to do when you first get it is obviously clean it up. The guy that had it never took the covers off, apparently. It was built up all through here. It was thick of just gunk, seeds, nuts. It looks like squirrels and mice have been living in there. So I had to clean that out. I exposed this grease zerk. There's another grease zerk over here, and then one over here. So I went ahead and put some grease in those. And then I checked the oil in the gearbox here. And you just take this out here, this plug here, make sure that the level is good. It was a little low, so I went ahead and I put some more gear lube in there, so I didn't seize up the motor or the gearbox. But again, it did run good. Now this is one thing that did confuse me, is down here there's supposed to be a spring, and it goes into that lever there that connects to that pulley, and it swivels, and that gives enough tension and leaves enough tension on the belt so it doesn't have slop and doesn't come off. Whoever had this before just wired it up with a piece of wire. It works, but the part that confuses me is I looked up the part, had a local dealer order it for me, and it's $9, and it's being shipped to my house for $9. So I don't know why they wouldn't have replaced that instead of putting wire on there. Today is 2022, so everything is up thanks to the pandemic. So I would imagine years ago it was probably only a couple dollars for that spring. I just don't know why he didn't buy the right one to put on. All in all, other than that, the deck is solid. It's really good thickness of the steel. It's not that cheap stuff that you get nowadays. There is some rust on there, but it's all surface rust. The paint is flaking in parts. The stickers aren't there. Most of the decals aren't there. But the actual structure part of the deck is really, really good. The other thing that I will be buying here are the 2 rear wheels. It did come with the 2 front ones, but it did not come with the 2 rear ones, so I'm going to have to purchase those. I tried it without it. It does work without it. It keeps it up if you're on a level ground. It does keep it up off the ground. There, the PTO is down all the way, and it is up off the ground, but when it articulates around or you're trying to back up, it wants to dig into the ground. So definitely need to have those wheels on the back just to keep it level. I thought about moving the front wheels to the back, but again, this is made to articulate. So this here will raise and lower as you go over dips in the yard. And so does this, the way that they're built. So it's going to be really hard to keep the 3-point at the consistent level that you need as you're mowing to keep it from scalping. So I'm going to just go ahead and leave these wheels here on the front and then just get some wheels for the back. It did come with the top plates for the belt guard, just to keep sticks and stuff from hitting that belt and kicking off the belt. They're in really good shape as well. I know a lot of people look at the rust and they don't know what I mean by really good shape, but this is real solid steel. It's not at all compromised as far as the structure of it. Just the paint came off and there's a little bit of pitting, but other than that, it is solid. They're straight. They're not bent at all. They still line up perfectly when you're putting them on. So all in all, I'm very, very pleased with the deck itself. So again, I purchased this for $300. By the time I get wheels, get that spring, I'm going to be in under $500, which is good for me. These go around here. They're going for anywhere from as low as $1,000, in worse condition than this, up to $1,500 in this condition. So I feel very good with that purchase of, $300, and then I can sell it if I don't like it and still make a little bit of money. When you purchase used equipment, you have to be a little bit mechanically inclined, because you never know what you're getting yourself into. I kind of lucked out here. I didn't have to do any work on the gearbox or anything. Everything works. I just had to throw a belt on. I'm going to have to get that spring, like I said, and these wheels. Pretty much anybody can do that. But you do take a gamble anytime you purchase used equipment. So that's the one good benefit of buying new. Other than these are probably right now close to $3,000 to $4,000 brand new. You do get that peace of mind, I guess, if that's what you want to pay for, to know that it's going to work properly, or they'll fix it. It'll be under warranty. But all in all, I am very, very, very pleased with this. I mowed a little bit with it, and it mows really good. So I am very pleased, and I should get many years of use out of it. All right, well, we're going to try to do a little bit of mowing with this and give you a chance to see what it does and how it mows. And then we'll just go ahead and end the video. Alright, well, that turned out pretty nice. This is an old section of that pasture field there that Kyle is turning into a yard. So I came up to give him a hand. Didn't do this section over here because it is part of the drainage for the field. And I didn't want to mess it up any worse than it is. But there's a pipe there and then a little ditch, and just keeps the rest of the pasture field dry, so didn't want to mess that up for him. Does a pretty good job of cutting. But like I said, it was a little high, so not really what it's meant for. Could have been cut down with a brush hog first, and then this is a finished mower, so it should get more of a finished grass cut look, but it did pretty good in this section. But I think all in all, it turned out pretty good. All right, now I'm going to cut this path here. Just go ahead and cut that and trim it up. All right, stick around. Alright, and I got done with this path here. This just heads down to another field back in there. But kind of gives you an idea of how well it does. This grass wasn't quite as tall as the other stuff I was cutting, so. But we are out in the woods, so. But I think all in all, it's a very nice job, I think. This is basically what I bought it for. All right, and this is just a little section here that you can kind of see. This is more or less what I was cutting. Hopefully you can see it on the camera. And then what it cut. Kind of gives you an idea. I don't know if I can get it good enough. But that's what we cut. And that's kind of what we were cutting. So. All right, well, overall, I am very impressed with this, very happy with the purchase. It's constructed really well with good thick metal. Everything is straight. It's in good shape overall. It is a bit ugly, but I can deal with ugly. This will last me a long time as long as I take good care of it. And again, I'm just very pleased with the purchase. So if you like this kind of video, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe, and if you can, or when you can, get out and enjoy the outdoors. Thank you again for watching, and God bless.